Okay, can you see him? Yes, Angela, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, yes, I can hear you. Okay.
Beautiful. I can hear you clearly.
Yeah, good evening. Welcome to the conversation. We're streaming live. Today we're going to be talking about future stream. More like psychology of future stream. Psychology of future stream. So can you see him? Yes, today. Yes, Angela, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, can you hear me? I can hear you.
Okay, yes, I can hear you. Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
So, yeah, good evening. Welcome to the conversation. We're streaming live. Today we're going to be talking about future stream. More like so can you see him? Yes, today. Yes, Angela, please unmute yourself.
I can hear everybody. People should unmute themselves. I mean, you mute. I think you should mute everyone. That's live.
Can you hear me now? The network went off.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, you can hear me, right? My network went off and it seems it was echoing, and I was hearing myself over and over again. Sorry about that. So,
Network is fine. Very fine.
Yeah. Sorry, it's from my end. I don't know why network keeps doing this. Angelis. Okay, let's just start. I just pray the network doesn't give me headache today. But let's just start. So, Angela, just introduce yourself. Let's get to know you. Tell us your crypto story, your crypto journey, how you started, and how amazing has the journey been. So just start so that I can fix my network. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? I can hear you, but your voice is very faint. Yeah.
I can hear you now. You can just start. You heard my questions, right?
Okay. Oh. Yes. Okay, beautiful. And Good evening, everybody. First of all, I am Angelo Stanley. I'm a crypto trader. And I'm a trading psychologist. And what can we say about trading? That is all I am. Then journey started far back at 2019. Yeah, 2019. Actually, GrindEarn's Gold is actually responsible for my journey. Like, she ignited it because I had an idea. I was always around everywhere, looking around, but I got the right source through her. You know, you meet people and they keep giving you lies everywhere. I mean this, I mean that. You pay this one, you pay that one, you pay this one, and you still end up falling for scams. Yeah, even in the crypto market, you got scams. Good. Now, that's enough with my crypto journey. That's how I can tell you about it. Just we started in 2019. I did that is my trading. Well, knowledge of the whole cryptocurrency was far back as 5 years. I heard about Bitcoin for a very long time, but I started my research about 4 or 5 years. Then crypto trading started 2019. Then we are here to talk about futures trade. So let's just go straight to the point. And not
before you go into that, we're talking about, you said you're trading psychologist. Wow. So I didn't know when you went to school to bag the degree of becoming a trading psychologist. Well, that's cool. So can you just tell us what psychology is? Then from there we'll get to relate it to trading. So what is psychology?
Okay, psychology. How will I put it right now? It has to do with your psychology. Has to do with your, it has to do with your emotions and your mental states concerning. Oh, I think I hear voices.
Yes, people are joining, muting themselves.
Okay, please, they should all mute. They should all mute themselves so they can properly hear me, so others can properly hear me. No. Okay.
I'm trying to mute them. Sorry about that.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Let me continue. Now, psychology on its own has to do with emotions, mental states of a person. You relating your mental state and emotions with a certain thing or matters that had to do with life. But what would I say trading psychology is? Trading psychology is it's still the same thing. Like I said, it refers to your emotions and mental states concerning how you dictate your progress or your downsides in trading. I think that's good enough. How you dictate your emotions and your mindset, and how you dictate your progress or your downsides in trading. That's what I would say. So the next question, man, I'll be answering you one by one.
So I said we're going to relate how we're going to talk about what psychology is. Then we get to know how you can relate your psychology to trading futures. But I think you've already answered it. So some people don't even know what futures trading is. Yeah. So can you explain? Because if you watched Squid Game, you realize when the guy was saying that he invested in futures, yeah, the man there was saying, did you invest in your future? Like, you mean you bet so much money in your future? So what is futures trading? Like, what is futures trading?
Well, first of all, before I go into the definition of futures trade, like I tell every of my students in my academy, that every mentor can just give you 20 to 30% knowledge concerning trading. It's your duty to get the 70%. That is your personal research. That is the truth. I have mentors everywhere. They tried. there's power in the 30%, but your own personal research actually matters. So I will tell you what futures is from my own angle, and it's probably the angle of a lot of traders. Futures trade has to do with your ability. It has to do with financial contracts that that determines or predicts the upward or downside of a market. If you can predict the future of a price, the future market, the date and price, or the price action of a market, that's what futures trade. Your ability to do that, it's future. What do you think it will be in the future? Is Naira going to go down back to 200 a dollar, or is it heading towards 1,000? Your futures trade and your ability to get it right is where you make some money. So I think, do you need more light on it, or I think that's good?
Yeah, I think that's good. But you can still just summarize it in a layman's language, like somebody that is new to crypto. How will you understand what you just said? Can you explain it again?
Okay, good. Trading has to do with buying and selling of either a commodity, an asset, whatever, trading. Now, futures trading has to do with you in person being able to determine the price, the future price of that commodity, that asset, or whatever you're selling, stock, whatever. That's the futures in it. You being able to tell me it's going up, or it's going down, or it's going to keep consolidating. That's what you do with futures. That's futures trading, man. So I think that should be lame enough.
So now let's come back. Now we've explained psychology, you've explained futures trading. So how do you relate psychology to futures trading?
Or I'll put it this way: how do you relate psychology to trading in general?
Yes, to trading in general, actually. Yeah.
It's very important.
Trading actually takes a lot of emotions. That is why we're being specific. Yeah. I'm a futures trader, so I know what I'm saying. So that's why I keep emphasizing on psychology and futures trading.
Okay, beautiful. How do I relate psychology to futures trade? They're like this. God, I did. They're like this.
Separable.
Because yes, you can't. I might not have heard about suicide from futures trade, but I know somebody must have committed suicide losing money in futures trade.
Definitely.
I am a very straightforward person. So everybody in this live section, please listen to me. I'm a very straightforward person. I don't know how to bend it. Futures trade and psychology, they work in like they're inseparable.
Yeah.
Your emotions, how you control your emotion while trading futures matters. If not, you're going to lose again. And the same way, when you know how to control your emotions, you're going to make money, and make money again. I personally, my futures trade journey, I've made most of my money from futures, apart from other trading platforms and other stuff. I made most of my money from futures, and I've lost quite some money from futures. I remember at a certain time I lost $4,000. I remember at a certain time I lost $12,000. Why? Because I was losing. Okay, stop the trade. I was like, no. Because of me, this market will go back up.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Okay, let me come in.
It doesn't work that way.
Let me come in there. I know someone who was sprinkling the yeast of Jesus when her trade was going down. Jesus doesn't work in futures markets. Sorry to say.
No. I've spoken in tongues. I've spoken in tongues for 2 hours before.
That doesn't work in futures markets.
I've spoken in tongues for 2 hours. No. It doesn't work in 2 hours. Meanwhile, God kept telling me, just close the trade now. Just close the trade. close the
But
trade.
you were exercising your faith in futures market.
I was thinking it was going down to the next support. It has to get there. You understand? So futures trade, your psychology. Let's leave it there.
Like the blockchain oracle usually say, he will say it's better you lose a pinky finger than you lose your whole arm. So while you're trading futures and you're seeing that the market is not going in your favor, it's better you go out of the market than to lose all your money. Okay, so like he said, your trading futures and your psychology are 5 and 6. They're actually inseparable. So I would like to ask you a question. Like you just said, you've lost a lot of money trading futures. I know people that have lost $200,000 trading futures, $100,000, $50,000, and all that.
Yeah, got friends that have lost $600,000.
How do you survive in the market till trading futures? Why don't you just give up and say, this is not for me?
There ain't no giving up there. First of all, you knowing that you made that $12,000
from the market.
Go back to fish it out. Or you just, yes, what you do, once you lose money on futures, you sit down, get a hold of yourself, buy ice cream, Cold Stone, something just like that. Then you take your pen and paper and strategize. How do I get this money back? Why did I lose this money? Yes, you might sleep. Yeah, true. You can go to bed and rest. But for some of us that we have tough skin, we just go to our books and start writing. How do I start drafting? I start drafting. You should have a trading plan before you go into futures. That's one thing I'm telling you guys now. Have a trading journal before going into futures.
Okay, but don't you think if you go back to the market with the mindset of making the money you lost, you lose more?
Yeah, you will lose more.
Throw more light to that.
If you jump back into the market just after losing, that's why I said you go and relax. Cold Stone, just rest, go and think, look at charts, or have a nice time. Like me, I'm single, so I just want to go for evangelism. Yeah, just go and tell somebody about Jesus and come back and face my whole issue. Do something apart from trading. Do you understand? Then you go back into the market. You have to go back into the market. Don't let anybody tell you you want to sleep for 2 weeks. No. Don't lose touch. Be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're just joining the conversation, this is Pick a Niche powered by GrindEarn, and we're discussing futures trading. Most people want to become futures traders, but futures is not for everybody. It's a fact. You need to be tough-skinned, like Angelo here, before you can stay long in the market. Angelo, I tried to tell you, how do you survive? And the question I asked earlier was, how do you survive in the market? How do you stay long in the market as a futures trader?
Okay, I trust my TAs.
TA always work.
I have to trust. It always work. Technical analysis always work.
But fundamental analysis always crashes TA. What are you saying?
Good. Do you know why the fundamental analysis always play out? They play out to align with a TA. Yes. A market might be pumping. A market is pumping. Why are you forgetting that it had a support or it has a support? Why are you forgetting that? TAs always work. I tell people every day, and my friend Macaulay can testify to this. It always work. It always work. Fundamentals are just there so that the TAs can properly play out. The news must show up so that it can fill up some gap, can clear up some voids. Yeah. TAs always work. Learn your TAs. Learn your TAs. Technical analysis. It always work. Yeah.
Okay. So we're supposed to go on the break in 1 minute and some seconds time. If you're just joining the conversation, this is Pick a Niche powered by GrindEarn. We're discussing trading psychology. Remember, we have giveaway at the end of the session. Sorry, I had to off my video because my network was kind of bad. So if you have your questions about just trading, just drop your questions on the chat box. When we come back, we'll continue the conversation and we'll continue with Angelo. Thank you very much, Angelo, for being on the call today. I really appreciate it. So see you guys when we come back from the break.
Hi, I'm good, Addison. Knowledge, they say, is power, but applied knowledge is powerful. Money is evolving, and so are the various means of making money evolving. This brings me to the opportunities in GrindEarn. GrindEarn is a portfolio management company that leverages on the various aspects in the money market to make profits. In GrindEarn, we have a community where we teach people how to navigate the money market. You have the opportunity to learn, grow, and network. In GrindEarn, you can become a crypto trader, an expert crypto trader actually, and also you can leverage on our tourism, you can leverage on real estate, you can leverage on agriculture, you can leverage on various aspects that we have on our platform to grow and make yourself wealthy. Become a member of GrindEarn and have access to leverage on these various opportunities in our community.
Making money is not as hard as you think. With the right knowledge and approach, you can leverage on opportunities all around you. But how can you find these opportunities, and how can you get good capital, network, and exposure? GrindEarn has got you covered. GrindEarn is a business centered at equipping you with the right knowledge, skill set, and opportunities to excel in the money markets. Becoming a member of our community enables you to leverage on our existing businesses such as crypto and OTC trading, tourism, real estate, e-commerce, and so much more. To become a member, visit www.grindearn.com.
Thank you very much for that. Welcome back, everybody.
Get up to 20% referral.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody. Hi, Angelo. Hope you're still on the call.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So I have questions already on chat box, but we'll take that later when I'm done with my own questions. So the next question I have is, now what is the advantage, or what are the advantages of trading futures? Yeah, I know futures can give you quick money and all that. What are the advantages of trading futures over other markets? Are you there?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, please. Yes, please, we can hear you.
Okay, good. Okay, the advantage of trading futures over other markets, like trade spot trade, is that in futures, when you are making 10% in your spot trade or other trade, you are making like 10 times that in your futures. What we call leverage, which we will not be talking about here. Leverage and stuff. You're making 10 times over. That is either you're making 10 times over, 50 times over your profit range in your spot trade. Yeah.
Okay, so how do you stay profiting in the futures market? What strategies do you employ? What strategies do you? I know, yeah, they say everybody have your own personal strategy. When you finish answering this question, I'll say something about that. So, what strategies do you employ to keep being in profit in the futures market?
Okay. I'll tell us my strategy, some of my one or two. First of all, before I start trading, let's say if I'm trading a $10,000 account in futures, first of all, I draft out a month's plan. Am I going to make $200 every day or dollars every day? I pen it down. Okay, this is what I'm expecting at the end of the month. That's how I stay profited. If the market wants to go above it, sometimes it goes above it, but I place my stop loss there. If it crashes back to my daily profit. I don't overdo. If there is no entry, I sleep. I wait for an entry, I sleep. I don't try to revenge in the market. Oh, they're taking my
Yes, you don't revenge the market. Yeah. Okay.
The market fights nobody. So it's worthless revenge. So one of my strategies is that I jot down what I want to do with the capital. First of all, before I start trading, there's a journal. First of all, I implore everybody to do that. There's a journal, first of all. This is what I want to see at the end of the month. You visualize it already and pen it down. This is what I want to see. Then you shoot and you start trading. That's what's up.
Okay. So now when you were chatting, when you were talking, I got something. Now, how is scalping a trading strategy? Can you still hear me? I don't know if you can still hear me. If you can still hear me, just type on the chat box. I think his network went off. If you can hear me, just write in the chat box so that I can continue. When it comes back, we'll continue. Okay, I think his network went off. Okay, so I was trying to ask if scalping was a trading strategy. I don't know if you know what scalping is. Scalping is just entering the market, take profit, and leave the market. While we're on the conversation, my boss sent me some messages. He was like, futures trading is not for everybody because, yes, he's a futures trader and he knows how hot futures markets can actually be. Yeah. So I've actually lost a whole lot of money on futures markets, which is a fact. And that was because I did not stick to my trading strategy. So I'll just give you, yeah, scalping is a good strategy if you stick to it. And if you know how to lock your profit, put your stop loss, and never forget to put your stop loss. Because if you get carried away and you forget to put your stop loss or you're trading without concentration, now you analyze the market, you check, you see that there's a good entry for you to scalp and make some profit. Then you get carried away. That is why we're treating trading and psychology. You don't get carried away that the market will always be profitable. You have to learn how to control your emotions. If you don't control your emotions, the market is going to send you back to the village, actually. So I think Angelo is back on the call. Before he joins, let me continue what I was saying. So I had a trading strategy that I trade every 5 a.m. in the morning. I wake up, I enter the market, I scalp, I take profits, and I'm done. And it was working for me. And okay, let me blow your mind. I started trading. Angela, are you back?
Yes, sorry. I never knew. No, the phone was not charging, so my hotspot, my Wi-Fi was, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I was saying something before we continue with you. So I was trying to tell them how I was trading with a strategy, and I started trading with $100. Now I wake up every morning. I have my strategy of trading by 5 a.m. So when I go into the market, I take profits, I leave the market. I take profits, I leave the market. It was going well. I traded my $100 to about 4K, to about $4,000. I was not taking money out of it. I was consistent every day. I trade, I leave the market, I trade, I leave the market. And I trade just once, actually. I just trade once. I don't trade twice a day. I traded once a day. That was my strategy. And I did not stick to it. Funny enough, I got carried away. The market was sweeting me. I had $4,000 on my futures account. I can just enter. If I just entered 2%, 3%, the profit was big because I had good capital at that time. So before you know what was happening, my dear, I lost my strategy. I got carried away. My psychology left me. The market was sweet. You enter the market, you see $100 in 5 minutes. Boom, big girl. So before you know what's happening, I started trading in the evening, which was not my strategy. I just entered the market. I never analyzed the market very well. My body was treating me. That was how my boss just sent me a message. Don't enter any market today. Immediately he just said that, I was in a trade already. Elon Musk had already tweeted the rubbish that he tweeted. And there was a very long candle. When I just went, I did not see even 1 naira in my account. 1 naira, I did not see. And I did not put stop loss. Everything just went. Funny enough, I just chilled, focused my attention on OTC and every other thing for now. Let me get myself back. So back to you, Angelo. This is just my story that I just shared, and somebody said exactly his experience. That's what happens in the futures market. If you get carried away, if your emotions, your money will go to vanishing, and nobody will tell you sorry. That's just the fact. Nobody will tell you sorry. Okay. So now I was asking you about scalping. I said, how do you scalp? Is scalping a good strategy? If you want to scalp, how do you go about it? In case somebody is planning to scalp, can you just tell us what scalping is?
Okay. Yeah, scalping has to do with scalpers. They have some set of traders that are called scalpers. Yeah, I scalp. If you want to scalp, I tell people personally, I scalp with 5 minutes, 15 minutes, at most 30 minutes time frame on your chart. 5, 15, 30 on your chart. And you if you I can let me tell you about what I did some time ago. A 15 minutes chart. Was it with NEO or SRP? I used $500 I used it to make $3,000 in 1, 2, 3, 4 in less than 1 hour 30 minutes. Yeah. I just calculated that space.
Yeah,
I bought
the movement of the market.
Yes, I longed. When it got to the resistance, I took my profit, I sold it, got back to the support, I took it, I bought again, and I made $2 that day. So scalping is good, but have a time frame for scalping. You have to be sitting down there. That is why you're scalping. It's very short. It's not a very short term trade. Scalping, very short term trade. You are there. So you are picking your profit while you are licking your ice cream, and you're longing, you're shorting, you're longing, you're shorting.
Yeah.
Scalping is good when you don't have other job, when you are jobless otherwise. Yeah.
Let's just take questions from people so that they'll feel like they're part of the conversation. So somebody saying, please, what would be your best trading advice for a newbie?
For a newbie, go and learn. My trading advice for a newbie, learn. And what I do in futures, because we're talking about futures here, in futures, in my academy, once you have graduated, when I mean graduated, I give you $10. If you can give me 70 to 100% of that $10 in less than 14 days, 2 times, then you are good to go. You can trade it any amount. You can trade $100. Because why do I do that? Many of them that scale through that process always come back to testimony, because it works on your patience. You are wondering, you said I should make 50 cents a day with $10. Once you can endure doing that every day, $1, $1, $1, before you know you got 100% in less than 14 days or more. You might not hit it in 14 days, it's fine. But please don't blow my $10.
Okay. Okay, so somebody said, can you guys give us something to look out for this week? And that's not what we're talking about.
That's what we're talking about. But before the end of the class, I'll check that out.
Oh, you want to give some coin? That's nice. Somebody said, what is scalping in sports trading? I don't think you can scalp in sports trading. But Angela, you can still explain that.
Scalping in spot trade, it's you need a huge amount, like $10,000.
Yes, if you have a lot of money, you can scalp in sports trade and make money. But if you're using something like $100, you will not make that much money. Because sports trade is just like you're buying the coin, you own the coin. So you might just be getting some little money. So that's why most people don't see sports trade like a trading stuff. They just see it as you're buying and you're a hodler.
Yeah.
Somebody said risk management should be the first thing anybody that wants to learn trading should try and master first. So can you tell us about risk management in futures trading?
Whenever I hear risk management, I laugh because I feel everybody with this common sense to understand that risk management, I just feel it comes with you. It should come with you. Like it's an inborn thing when you want to trade. Risk management. You have to manage your risk because first of all, understand that trading is risky. It's risky. You don't go to the bank and pick up a loan to trade. Oh God, you'll be so shocked. You don't take loan, you don't borrow money to trade. It must go. The money must go. It's not a sweat. It must disappear. It's low. It is not a class for me to start telling you things behind them. You understand? But it must go. I don't care how professional you are. I trade for small companies. Don't just use that word, but company is a company. So I don't advise you to take loan and let's trade now. So risk management, managing your risk in trading is very important. It's key. Why do I do this? You don't have to trade every day. The market is not your father's land. Don't bring surveyor to come and survey. Do you understand? So that's what's up with risk management. It's inborn. You have to.
Funny enough, you can never use somebody else's strategy perfectly. It's a fact. Somebody else's strategy cannot work.
I have just 2 strategies in trading. Others I just apply them, but 2, and you'll be so shocked. I trade only support and resistance, and I trade double touches. Finish those 2. Those 2 got me to where I am right now. So it's what works for me. Other people do Fibonacci and start drawing staircase and start doing lines and up and left and left. I don't have that time. You see my chart very neat. Support resistance, double touches. I climb, I move, and I make my money that way. It works for me.
Okay, James people say yes, there is synonymous to the one I just told. That's the life of a futures trader. But I enjoy trading futures. That's just a fact. They've drawn my ear 20 times. Then go leave futures alone.
Futures to Jesus Christ come.
Okay, I wanted more questions, but I'm not getting the kind of questions I. So
I trade trend lines and supply demand. Yes, if that works for you, trend line is good. I know how to use trend line, is good.
But that's what I'm saying. Everybody's strategy, do what works for you actually. Futures is not for everybody. If you don't have mind to cry, that's not for you. Meanwhile, we were talking about risk management. Now, if you're a futures trader, you have to learn how to always use your stop loss. Stop loss and take profit. See red minus. Angelo, what's that? Angelo is a futures trader freak. Jeez. Wow. I am seeing a lot of red minus there.
Yes, red, but trust me, those ones, no liquidation point.
Yes, if you go into the market with little percentage, you won't have a liquidation point. So talking about liquidation, most people don't know what liquidation is. Can you just explain what liquidation is? Because futures trade goes with liquidation. That's how Binance makes a lot of money, or whoever is making the money.
Liquidation has to do with targets given to you. That whenever it touches, with that point that's given to you, that whenever it touches, your money is gone. If it touches that point, they give you a target. If it touches that target, for them, your money is gone. You say, please give us the money's eyes.
Okay, let me explain to you what liquidation is again. Angelo is speaking Yankee English. If you enter a trade and you say, okay, I'm buying BNB at 400. Now you place a trade. If you use more than 10% of your capital, definitely you must have a liquidation point. And they might tell you if BNB falls to 350, you're going to lose all your capital. That's what the liquidation is. It gives you a particular point that if your coin gets to that particular amount, if it dumps to that amount, that's if you're longing the market. Because when you're longing, you've predicted that the market is going to go up. When you're shorting, you're predicting that the market is going to come down. So now, if you predict and say the market will go up and the market goes down, you get liquidated. They will show you the particular amount. I think
and you cry,
that part.
or you pass out. The first time I lost $4,000, I passed out in my restroom. I passed out.
You just open your eye, you now see $0 in your account, like zero, nothing, vanishing, and it's just really, it's very. See, that's why your emotions have to be strong. Now, even if I lose $20,000, $50,000, I will not blink because I will make it 10,000 times back.
Because we are open the $20,000. We have eaten it already, so we move.
Okay, so what's your advice to a newbie who just started trading and wants to go into futures trading?
Okay, my advice for everybody that just started trading, please learn more. Trading is the future. Trust me. Nobody's going to give you shit. Trading is the future. I use myself as a perfect example. If I tell somebody, I started trading after I lost all my money. I started trading with $10 again. It got me to learn during lockdown. I learned a lot with $10. Oh God, I learned. It's not that it's the $10 that got. I was also doing other OTC jobs and stuff. But I've decided to trade as a newbie. Learn more. It's an opportunity for you to pay to learn. It's very important. Learn, sit down, research, study. It's going to give you everything you are going to use to trade. Study.
Exactly. When I got into this space, I realized I was like, okay, I've graduated from school. I'll not read anymore. Stories for God, stories that touches the heart. If you want to survive in this crypto market, in this crypto space, you have to read. Yes, okay, you want me to do another class on OTC trading? Definitely, I'm going to do that very soon. Seems Gold needs to do another Zoom on OTC. Definitely, I've done that twice, but I'm going to do it again because OTC has a lot of money. Also, I don't know OTC and futures. I don't know which one get money pass, but I feel there's more money in OTC. There's headache too.
OTC Goldie.
There's money in OTC too. Since I stopped trading futures, I've been living on OTC and it's been awesome actually. So it's been an amazing session. Angelo, thank you for telling us so much. I wanted people to ask more technical questions. Just been there. So your advice to newbies: go for knowledge. Make sure that
learn before you
knowledgeable. Learn before you act. Learn before you start trading the futures market. That's why most times I advise newbies to just stay in sports. On sports market, you don't lose your money. The markets will dump and definitely recover. Your coin will go back to the normal amounts. But futures, it goes to vanishing. So. God, you left me in futures. What? I left you, really? Okay, thank you very much. In conclusion, learn and earn. So we're not leaving this call now. Isaac, please drop the link to our community. Anybody that wants to join Grind Domain, you can join Grind Domain. Also, we're supposed to do our normal spin chat. but I think I'm the only one from my team that is on this call, and I don't think I'll be able to do the spin chart where we're supposed to put everybody's name and logo on the chart. So I think we're going to do the giveaway differently. And the giveaway is proudly sponsored by Mr. Angelo. Last week's session, please, you still get your giveaway. We always keep to our word, actually. But the company were thinking, they wanted to give 10K each, and they were like, they cannot give 10K to 60 people. That was outrageous for them. So, so they'll be having an issue sorting that. So as soon as it's sorted, don't worry, everybody that won last week, trust me, I got you. I'll make sure you all get your funds. So today, how we're going to do it, since we don't have a spin and a chat, Angelo is the founder of HTO, Holy Ghost Takeover Crypto Academy, or I don't know. I think that's what it is. So that one that
HTO money.
Okay. He's actually a rap artist and he's a born-again Christian. So before we round up, let me do the giveaway before we round up. I'll tell you what to do for the giveaway. So Angelo, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
5 years, if Jesus Christ tarries, I should be one of because there are other people working hard. One of the best futures traders in Africa.
You want to be the best futures trader in Africa?
Yes, then in 6 years, the world.
The world. Wow.
Yeah, if Jesus tarries, if Jesus never show up that time.
Okay, that's an amazing one. Thank you for being on the call today. It was nice having you. Also, remember you can rewatch it on our YouTube channel. We'll drop the link on our groups. Most people are still joining now, but I always keep to time. So I said someone should drop the link of our academy, of our group, of Grind Domain on the chat box. I think it's there. Click on it.
Someone should DM. Someone asked the question, does DM Goldie? DM Goldie, how much I charge for learning technical analysis? DM Goldie for that.
Okay, that's fine. Anything you want to know, just come to me. Once it's contact, also I can give it to you when you come to my DM. So okay, thank you everyone for joining the conversation. And today the giveaway is going to be the first. We have 2 groups, so I don't want to say first 5 people. First 3 people to drop their account numbers at the different groups will get the giveaway from HTO, Mr. Angelo. So an amazing night rest. See you all next week for an amazing session. I said on the group, not here. Okay, bye.
This person is wonderful.
No, I'm the best. So have an amazing night rest, everybody. Bye. Take care.
All right, good night, everybody. Good night. Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining the conversation, Angelo. See ya.
That guy happens sometimes.